Hello guys, I wanted to make a time-lapse tutorial on how I'm doing these sky time-lapse videos. So what we do is we get our images, put them on your hard drive, whatever, and I have 890 of them, and realized that I had my exposure too high, so as the sun moved overhead, and even in some of the beginning photos, the clouds are blowing out in places. So I need to correct that, which we're in luck. Photoshop can do all that. But to make changes to 890 photos, it would be a pain in the ass. So luckily we have a thing called actions and batch automation. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real easy. First you open your actions. First you open your image. So we're going to click and open with Adobe Photoshop. I have CS6, but this will work with probably any version of Photoshop. I don't think they've changed the actions at all. So what I need to do is set up a new action first. This is what we're going to do. Alright, so to start a new action, you go down to this little thing in the actions thing. If you can't see actions, you just go to window and make sure it's checked. And it'll open it up. So we click this, and it will bring up this new action. I'm going to call this one tutorial. I've already done all this, but I'm going to do it again for y'all. And then you just hit enter, and it will start recording. See, you've got this red thing. All right. So I need to make adjustments to the exposure. Now everything we do from this point on is going to be recorded. So I bring down my exposure a tad. It's probably too far. Right there will be fine. Just to take out the blown out. This is the worst image, the most blown out one. Now I bring up my gamma a bit to bring out the detail, but not too far. You get these ugly things, you know, those artifacts. So on this one, I don't want to get too far up. Right about there will be fine. And then we close that. And you'll see right here that it has made a make adjustment layer to our tutorial action. Now in there it will have all the listings of the stuff that it's done. Don't worry about all that. Just do your stuff. Alright, we've made our exposure change. Now I want to do vibrance, bring vibrance up to help to, right around in here. Make the sky a little more blue. Saturation, I'm not going to mess with that because it'll start making artifacts. I don't like that. And there we are. Now I want to resize this because YouTube can't handle a 12 megapixel image. So I go to image, image size, and I change it to 1080. Alright, and that's HD in YouTube. Hit OK. That does that. Then I'm going to save as JPEG right here. And I would put it into this folder, or whatever folder, a new folder. Let me just create a new folder. Alright, new folder, tutorial. Call it whatever you like. I called mine 1080 in the first time I did this. Open that, and then save. Alright, all maximum. Okay, there we are. Now we are going to close this image. We're not going to save it to the original, so we just say no. And then we click stop. Now your action is done. Alright, tutorial is your action. You're done. Now, to do that to every single image that you have, you would go into here, go to automate, batch, and then you choose your source file, which mine is already chosen, and then you choose your destination where you want it, 1080, or whatever file you've created to put all your finished images into. And if you have any issues, this override action save as command or override action open command, I didn't record my open, so I'm just going to leave this one unchecked because in the script that we just made, the macro, which is an action, I didn't open it. So if I click this, it will not open any images. So leave that alone. Now in this one, I did do the save as command, and it is recorded, so I clicked override. If you didn't do that, then you want to uncheck this, and the batch thing will take care of it. As far as the name, I just left all that crap default. You probably do fine with that. Now see, here's your action. Make sure that it says whatever you've named your action. I guess it just does the last one you've made, and then you will press OK, and it will just start streaming through your images. I'm not going to do that because it takes a good few minutes, and I don't want to waste time doing that. You just hit OK, and it will do everything for you. See, all these images have been put into my 1080 with all the changes. You know, now I can open up the last one, which is the one that was the most blown out, and it's fine. You know, it's not ideal. I should have, you know, checked the exposure before I did this better, but it's okay. It'll look all right. Now, that is the Photoshop side of stuff. Now, to make a video, you have to put all these together, and I'm going to use Blender because it's the only one I really know how to use for this type of thing. And so here's how you do it in Blender. It's really simple. Open Blender. First off, we're going to delete everything. So press A and then X to delete everything. Hear that this will keep it from crashing. All right, now we're going to set make sure you are on camera. This camera over here, which is your render settings. Turn this up to 100%. Change this to the resolution that you have set your images to. Mine is 1080 by 720. Okay, and then it's 24 frames per second is what we're going to leave. We're going to leave that at that. Although I could turn it down and make my stuff longer. In fact, I don't think it'll even... I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a custom one at 18 frames per second. Now, you know what? For my first one, I haven't done this yet. For my first one, I'm going to just do 24, leave it at 24. Okay. Turn anti-aliasing off. We don't need any of that crud. Now you're going to go up here to video editing. Go down to this thing, add image, and then find where your images are at. Mine are on my desktop under time lapse. Okay, and you want to do the edited ones. So, man, this is going to be a lot. Crud. All right. Well, in Blender, we just use the box select to select everything. All right. For some reason, Control A is not working. So keep going until we have everything selected. And we're going to check and make sure everything is selected and none are left out. All right. Looks good. Then add to image strip. See, now I just put them all in here, 890. There we are. Now I push G to grab this and put it onto the first frame. And you see we have this. Now there's nothing we need to do other than render. Now we go up here to render. Oh, shoot, I'm glad I didn't do that. Let's go back into default. Go to this. Now we can't render all those images. They're already images, so we need to render them. I always render it using this, which is, I don't know what it is, like a QuickTime format or something, but it's really good. I like it. So we got that. Got this. Got this. Oh, you have to change your end frame to whatever it's going to be, which is, let me open up my calculator. Oh, it's 890 frames, so it's easy. Just click that, put it 890. All right, enter. Okay, so it's going to start at 1, end at 890. And there we go. Now we just go to, I'm going to go back to our compositing, video editing, and render animation. And as you see, it's just going to go through all these and render it out. frame. I'm going to pause this and I'll turn it back on when it's finished. Alright, it's done. Now I always minimize this just in case I don't close it until I'm absolutely sure that it didn't mess up. And open up. Mine all saved to this TMP. That's one I had done earlier. I'm not sure which is which. 26, 7, yeah, it's definitely this one. So let's click it. There you go. Now it's stuttering, not because of the video, but because I'm running this screen recorder. So there it is. Now it's a video. Now you just you can either upload it like this, or you can add title clips and stuff like I'm going to do using. For some reason, I don't know, this format doesn't seem to want to open in After Effects, or I would use that. But I'm going to run it through Camtasia. I think it's the program I'm using. Yeah, Cam Studio or something, I don't know. So that's it. That's your video. It's done. And Blender is free. You can get it at www.blender.org. And it's free download. Photoshop, there's probably something in GIMP that does the exact same thing as the Photoshop stuff, but now that you know it exists, you'll know what to look for in GIMP. So thanks for watching.